Let's talk about the piece itself, the painting.
You know, when you do these things, I've always asked. I asked Sting to help me. They wouldn't do it. I asked David Suzuki to tell me what you want. They wouldn't do it. With Dan Aykroyd, all of a sudden you got Aykroyd coming in to see something that he would not be involved with. The company Roots, we were at their 20th anniversary. That was the very first time I ever met Danny. You know, and I'm sitting there just mere feet away from the guy. And I thought, there's Elwood. You know, he commanded the stage.
Yeah, yeah.
It was cool. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is where the painting, you know, the sky was gorgeous out that night. There were stars. And that all wrapped into what the pure blues turned out to be. You know, that beautiful starry sky. So the blues are pure blues that I use, the purest I could possibly use. These guys are on stage, but the stage goes on forever. And that was my projection of the Blues Brothers being the world is their stage. I was watching Danny. He played about 3 or 4 Blues Brothers tunes, but Jake's not there. And I thought, you know what, he's not there, but he's got to be on stage. So in the painting, knowing that I was going to do that, I actually thought, how do I put Jake on stage and not have him really there? And it's just simple. Get rid of his reflection. And I've watched people come up and chuckle, and I've watched a lot of them come up and tear up. We had one, and he was a blues player, and he walked up and he went, ha, and then started to break down and cry. And I actually had to go outside and see what was going wrong. He says, I can't handle it. He said, that's my buddy there. He said, you just put him in front of me. And a lot of people ask me about the shooting star. I mean, this is how long we live. You know, like you're just a blink in the history of the world. And here's a painting that shows that right in front of you. How long did John Belushi last here? Actually, the very first thing that came out of Dan Aykroyd's mouth was the best piece of Blues Brothers art ever done. When people see my art, they might think that I'm stealing something from a movie or something, but all of the poses are done by me. You can't find those shots. And I wanted to have Big Brother Elwood, you know, looking over and protecting his brother Jake. And in the picture, that's what he's doing. He's actually, you know, how you would do on stage, you're going to glance, make sure your guys are all doing what they're supposed to be doing. He's making sure that everything's cool.
You know, Ronnie, to be able to evoke those kind of emotions with your expression, it's got to be the most beautiful thing in the world.
Doesn't get better. Doesn't get better. My own art, I get starstruck by. Again, it sounds so damn conceited, it's not funny, but the Blues Brothers really doesn't need much to keep it alive.
You must be really excited about getting to work with Danny Aykroyd, you know, actor, screenwriter, singer.
Yeah, it's definitely a high point in my life. We ended up going to LA and having to make a man like Danny sign 1,500 prints at the time, which was a stack this large on the table. He was just all for it. It was a lot of fun to be with him. We even got a chance to go down to LA and unveil a piece there was 38 celebrities in the room when we did the unveiling. They all put me up on a pedestal because I was the fine artist in the room. I wasn't a musician or actor, and I became that celebrity for that night.